In this video, we will talk about what is robotic process automation. So make sure to watch the full video. Hi guys, welcome to a new video from RS Technology. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to our channel. More CEOs are turning to robotic process automation to eliminate tedious tasks, freeing corporate workers to focus on higher value work. But RPA requires proper design, planning, and governance if it's to bolster the business, experts say. More CIO are turning to an emerging technology practice called robotic process automation, RPA, to streamline enterprise operations and reduce costs. With RPA, businesses can automate mundane rules-based business processes, enabling business users to devote more time to serving customers or other higher-value work. Others see RPA as a stopgap en route to intelligent automation, IA, via machine learning, ML, and artificial intelligence, AI tools, which can be trained to make judgments about future outputs. Here CIO.com takes a look at what robotic process automation really is and how CIO can make the most of RPA in alignment with business goals. What is robotic process automation? RPA is an application of technology governed by business logic and structured inputs, aimed at automating business processes. Using RPA tools, a company can configure software, or a robot, to capture and interpret applications for processing a transaction, manipulating data, triggering responses, and communicating with other digital systems. RPA scenarios range from something as simple as generating an automatic response to an email to deploying thousands of bots, each programmed to automate jobs in an ERP system. COO working for financial services firms were at the vanguard of RPA adoption, figuring out ways to use software to facilitate business processes without increasing headcount or costs, says Regina Viadro, Vice President at EPAM Systems and advisor of the company's IA practice. Viadro has worked on RPA engagements for clients in financial services, healthcare, retail, and human resources, showing the breadth of RPA's use today. What are the benefits of RPA? RPA provides organizations with the ability to reduce staffing costs and human error. David Shatsky, a managing director at Deloitte LP, points to a bank's experience with implementing RPA, in which the bank redesigned its claims process by deploying 85 bots to run 13 processes, handling 1.5 million requests per year. The bank added capacity equivalent to more than 200 full-time employees at approximately 30% of the cost of recruiting more staff, Shatsky says. Bots are typically low-cost and easy to implement, requiring no custom software or deep systems integration. Shatsky says such characteristics are crucial as organizations pursue growth without adding significant expenditures or friction among workers. Companies are trying to get some breathing room so they can serve their business better by automating the low-value tasks, Shatsky says. Enterprises can also supercharge their automation efforts by injecting RPAs with cognitive technologies such as ML, speech recognition, and natural language processing, automating higher-order tasks that in the past required the perceptual and judgment capabilities of humans. Such RPA implementations, in which upwards of 15 to 20 steps may be automated, are part of a value chain known as intelligent automation, IA. Viadro says, if we were to segment all of the major enterprises and ask them what's on their agenda for 2018, close to 100% would say intelligent automation, Viadro says. By 2020, automation and artificial intelligence will reduce employee requirements in business shared service centers by 65%, according to Gartner, which says the RPA market will top $1 billion by 2020. By that time, 40% of large enterprises will have adopted an RPA software tool, up from less than 10% today. What are the pitfalls of RPA? RPA isn't for every enterprise. As with any automation technology, RPA has the potential to eliminate jobs, which presents CIO with challenges managing talent. While enterprises embracing RPAs are attempting to transition many workers to new jobs, Forrester Research estimates that RPA software will threaten the livelihood of 230 million or more knowledge workers, or approximately 9% of the global workforce. Even if CIO navigate the human capital conundrum, RPA implementations fail more often than not. Several robotics programs have been put on hold, or CIO have flatly refused to install new bots. Alex Etlick and Vic Sohoni, senior partners at McKinsey & Company, said in a May 2017 report, installing thousands of bots has taken a lot longer and is more complex and costly than most organizations have hoped it would be, Etlick and Sohoni say. The platforms on which bots interact often change, and the necessary flexibility isn't always configured into the bot. Moreover, a new regulation requiring minor changes to an application form could throw off months of work in the back office on a bot that's nearing completion. A recent Deloitte UK study came to a similar conclusion. Only 3% of organizations have managed to scale RPA to a level of 50 or more robots, say Deloitte UK authors Justin Watson, David Wright, and Marina Gordia. Moreover, the economic outcomes of RPA implementations are far from assured. While it may be possible to automate 30% of tasks for the majority of occupations, it doesn't neatly translate into a 30% cost reduction, Etlick and Sohoni say. What companies are using RPA? Walmart, Deutsche Bank, AT&T, Vanguard, Ernst & Young, Walgreens, Anthem, and American Express Global Business Travel are among the many enterprises adopting RPA. Walmart CIO Clay Johnson says the retail giant has deployed about 500 bots to automate anything from answering employee questions to retrieving useful information from audit documents. A lot of those came from people who are tired of the work, Johnson says. 5 tips for effective robotic process automation. 1. Set and manage expectations. Quick wins are possible with RPA, but propelling RPA to run at scale is a different animal. Dave Cuter, a principal with Deloitte Consulting LLP, says that many RPA hiccups stem from poor expectations management. Bold claims about RPA from vendors and implementation consultants haven't helped. That's why it's crucial for CIO to go in with a cautiously optimistic mindset. If you go in with open eyes, you'll be a lot happier with the result, Cuter says. 2. Consider business impact. RPA is often propped up as a mechanism to bolster return on investment or reduce costs. But Chris Fitzgerald, CTO of NTT Data Services, says more CIOs should use it to improve customer experience. For example, enterprises such as airlines employ thousands of customer service agents, yet customers are still waiting in the queue to have their call fielded. A chatbot could help alleviate some of that wait. You put that virtual agent in there, and there is no downtime, no out sick, and no bad attitude, Fitzgerald says. The client experience is the flag to hit. 3. Involve IT early and often. COO initially bought RPA and hit a wall during implementation, prompting them to ask IT help and forgiveness, Viadro says. Now, citizen developers, without technical expertise, are using cloud software to implement RPAs right in their business units, Cuter says. Often, the CIO tends to step in and block them. Cuter and Viadro say that business heads must involve IT from the outset to ensure they get the resources they require. 4. Poor design. Change management can wreak havoc. Many implementations fail because design and change are poorly managed, says Sanjay Srivastava, Chief Digital Officer of Genpact. In the rush to get something deployed, some companies overlook communication exchanges between the various bots, which can break a business process. Before you implement, you must think about the operating model design, Srivastava says. You need to map out how you expect the various bots to work together. Alternatively, some CIO will neglect to negotiate the changes new operations will have on an organization's business processes. CIO must plan for this well in advance to avoid business disruption. 5. Don't fall down the data rabbit hole. A bank deploying thousands of bots to automate manual data entry or to monitor software operations generates a ton of data. This can lure CIO and their business peers into an unfortunate scenario where they are looking to leverage the data. Srivastava says it's not uncommon for companies to run ML on the data their bots generate, then throw a chatbot on the front to enable users to more easily query the data. Suddenly, the RPA project has become an ML project that hasn't been properly scoped as an ML project. The puck keeps moving, and CIOs struggle to catch up to it, Srivastava says. He recommends CIO consider RPAs as a long-term arc, rather than as piecemeal projects that evolve into something unwieldy. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.